Hi guys, welcome back to Downunder in Thailand. Today's video is on the Buddhist monks. Thailand is predominantly a Buddhist community. The highest percentage of the people follow that faith. Now, as in many other religions, the Thai monks do have a Buddhist Lent. Now, Lent is pretty well a Western term, but it has the same meaning when it's used in regards to Buddhism. Catholicism, the Jewish faith, the Muslim faith, they all have a period of Lent, which can be seen as a period of abstinence or observation of ritual. Well, this was pretty much the same as what the Buddhist monks do. Now, they have a period of 3 months each year where they do not leave the temple, apart from important emergency situations or health situations. They will normally stay within the bounds of the temple, and they will focus on their religion, on their religious rites, their own learning, teaching, and following the guidelines of their faith set out for that period of time. They will officiate for funerals, but where they would normally go out in the community every day to collect alms early at 5-6 a.m. in the morning and walk around the local town collecting alms, they don't do that during that period. Also, where they would normally officiate with the religious rites for weddings and other ceremonies like that, they don't do that during that period, which is why many people in Thailand don't actually program weddings for that period of the year. Now, when the monks return, which is known as Khau Pensa, returning from the Lent, they started with their walk around town for the alms earlier in the morning. But on the particular day, the first day back, it tends to be quite a procession, and there's a bit of music and a bit of fun and games, and it tends to take quite a bit longer than it normally would. It's not just the monks, there's a bit of fanfare to go with it. And that is the content of this video. I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe if you enjoy. Catch up with you later. Today we're at the home in town. That's where we live when we're in town. Next door, on that side, his niece has a shop and a house behind that. Then on this side is the house that previously belonged to Mem's elder sister, who passed away sadly a couple of years ago. Her son and his wife and their 3 children live there. So have a table set up there. The lady walking past now is an aunt. There's a lot of family members. The monks will be walking up the road, stopping at each household, which is the tradition. They do their early mornings. Basically in Westmore you call it they're collecting alms, but in the Buddhist tradition it's called tambun. So it's doing of a good deed by offering gifts, and in this instance it's to the monks. And that's a morning ritual. It happens every morning. That's how the monks are supported to a great deal. A lot of what is given to them today they will actually redistribute to in the community. There can be a lot of things like chocolate bars and snack, water, maybe rice, very many things. It even can be sanitary items, whatever people would believe would be daily sort of usage stuff. They use what they need for themselves. The balance of it ends up being distributed to the poor, the needy, and other general causes or things that are happening around the community. So there's a redistribution of wealth via the monks. So at the moment we're just waiting for them to arrive. So over there, that's with the black card coming out, that's the road to the farm. Just a few kilometres down there, about 5 minutes drive. Shop across the road, PCC fuel station. Now the temple is actually not very, very far from us. A set of traffic lights. To the right is a gateway into Longnam Ta. And the large Buddha there, the far left-hand corner, and a big portion of that block heading into town, is the temple, which is Wat From Wihan, which is quite a large local temple. Have many, many monks there. Quite a busy bit of road. That's the road to Royat. We have a few other family members. A few are inside, and of course we've got Mem there. Boss of the patch. They are the moral religious support community. So that's their job, if you can call it a job. They do a lot more than that. They officiate in observing the Buddhist traditions at weddings, funerals, and all the ceremonies that go towards with that. Not just the burning at the temple, but they will arrive on maybe 3, 4, 5 nights and 3, 4, 5 mornings for a prayer session. The funeral services start and finish with the Buddhist rites and traditions. Weddings, they normally turn up in the evenings. There'll be a prayer ceremony and reading rites and things like that. And that'll go on for that. That will probably be 3 to 4 nights also before the actual wedding itself. Often on the final night, a single monk may turn up. It's quite strange. It probably takes a little getting your head around, but for the weddings, he might just be talking, relating humorous stories, and people are all laughing and chuckling at him. It's normally one of the ones who's got the gift of the gab. It's kind of entertainment. I'm still trying to get my head around that one too, but it's all good fun. They enjoy it. Yeah, it's a very interesting culture. I love it. Something that I've just remembered that I was told, but I've forgotten, is that on this particular day, the first walk around with the monks, there's actually a big procession that wanders all the way around town. I remembered that when I just started to hear the thumping and booming of music in the distance. There will be a vehicle that will have speakers playing music, and behind that there will be people wandering along, doing a bit of a jig. They're all having a great time. But that procession will wander its way around pretty much a set course. They don't make it unduly long, but it can take 30, 40 minutes, an hour, something like that. Monks will peel off at some point and go to the temple. There'll also probably be a big group gathering at the temple. We have got a large vessel here, which Mem tells me we're taking to the temple. So that's where that comes in. That's a 40 centimetre wide pot, and there's a musidang. So that's a red Thai curry with, I think it's pork. That's a lot of food. Oh yeah. Other story, a couple of Hitachi pumps I want to put back into service that each had problems. I've got a new tank for this sad looking one, but I think I can refurbish that quite well. They're pretty resilient and simple. Red plastic container over there, oil container. That's got fuel in it. Khau Pensa, so that's 95 octane. Khau Pensa. Use that in the cutter and the petrol water pump that we use for transferring water from dams to other places. A few more people. Yes, it is a main thoroughfare. Big road up there, and this is Canon Mani Nun that we're on. Okay, so now down the road, we can just see the Station is on its way towards us. And if we turn around and family, everybody's here, there's now a traffic warden here, and he's put witches' hats up and he's directing traffic to go past, not come down the street, to make everything work better for the procession. You can hear the music in the background, you can hear somebody chanting and talking, people walking down here in their best suits, their glad rags, a lot of people with umbrellas, because the sun's quite strong. You can see that people are generally happy, they're in a bit of a sort of a party mode, they're starting to stand up now, and here we go with the procession now, so we'll see a little bit more of that in a minute. You'll see the people walking. Somebody on a PA. I just crossed over the road. There we go. That's where the noise is coming from. The pickup. A heap of big speakers on board.
นะคะก็ได้ร่วมกันสืบสารงานประเพณีออกพรรษาให้อยู่คู่บ้านคู่เมืองเฮามาหลายชั่วอายุคนแล้วนะคะก็ถือว่าเป็นกิจกรรมดีๆที่เทศบาลตำบลเรื่องนกกา
You can actually just see the monks are just back there. But we've got a lot of people in traditional dress. Here's a man here. And a group of ladies. Very beautiful traditional dresses. And the man in yellow and orange is DJ Has, my brother-in-law. And here we have a cart accepting flowers and gifts. And the man in the pink top over there, that's Joe, lives in the house behind us. He's Kat's nephew. Procession's all catching up. And there's a gong. And the monks. And this is the chief monk of the temple. And we have quite a few today. I think we've got everybody. And as you can see, they're placing gifts into their containers. Oh, enough. So yeah, as I said, this temple is quite a large temple. Hello. It's quite a big event. If you look up the top there, there's bags of things that have been given to them, carrying all the stuff. Once it's given to them, they'll empty it in bags of some of the helpers that are here. So we've got a heap of monks. We have about 20. And a lot of people wearing the white costume of the bands. And this is called Tambon. Monks traditionally walk barefoot. Minimalist way of life. Lots of people here are actually, the ladies in the white are close friends or family members of men. Gowns and goods. There's always something happening in the community. You never get bored. It's never totally closed for business. There's always things going on. There's always happy smiling faces. There's always community spirit. Just good-natured people. Good-natured people. That's why I'm here. Great place, great environment. Yeah. Look, the elders of the community, which Mem's part of. Ready, Cap? They have a great sense of humour too. Great sense of fun. You see, that's actually a returning of gifts here. Nothing special. It's petals of a flower. Sharing community. It's a sharing community, and that's about it. That's processions. Now we go to the temple. Okay, we're at the temple now. So we've delivered the food into the back of this building. That's where they're preparing all the food and dishing it up for the monks. Traditionally, they don't eat after noon, as in 12. There's the big Buddha. We got plenty of music going. There's lots of buildings in here, places to do the religious rites. There are classrooms teaching some of the Buddhist traditions and rites. There's the main here, quite a big one. Quite comprehensive ground. It's actually a whole, what do you call it, suburban block. More buildings here, a big stupa And we head down this way, and Tally's coming back to me because we're heading back to the market to take the lady's urn back to her. So it's a very pretty place, lovely place. Hello, young lady. You look for somebody? What? Wow, yeah, I have photo him. Treat area here. There's a place for holding services. The monks in there at the moment, and they'll actually be fed where they're sitting. They'll have a tray which may have 7 or 8 small dishes of different foods that have been offered, and they'll have their meal. They'll chat with the people, they'll make some jokes, have conversations. When they'll complete their meal, then the festivities are pretty much sort of over. A beautiful big wooden house, what do you call it? A water tank, very old. You see against the wall these things here. These are family burial places, so each family may have its own one of these, and the ashes of their family members are traditionally remembered there. A couple of times during the year, family members will come and say some rites and have a little service around their family monument. It's going to say tombstone, but it's really not that. It's a place of remembrance and joy rather than sadness. So we're going to head off to the market, give the lady back the big urn that we are booting, because that's been transferred to another one. And from there, we'll continue with our day. We haven't eaten yet, so we'll do that. And got a little bit of the same what the monks have. So goody, I love that, the red curry. There's the car. So I've got me, I've got the car. Oh, and the lady. And inside here, in this room, this is what was collected this morning. And they're going through and they're sorting it all out into different types of things. So, into bags of biscuits, bags of these rice, what do you call them? They're like a rice cake with banana wrapped in a banana leaf. Over here, lots of containers of rice and various sorts of things. So they'll sort it into like and types, and then they'll do what they do with it. Keep what they need, distribute the rest. It'll end up back in the community. That's where it started. And that's what it's all about. You see, we've got a chain of men there bringing it all in from the vehicles that it's being collected. Another room. Lovely stuff. Okay guys, so that's about where I leave you. Please, by all means, leave comments, questions down below, and I'll answer the ones I can. And any of the questions that need a bit further explanation, well, I'll probably make a video along those lines to try and cover it properly for you. For the moment, please remember to subscribe, and catch you up in the next video. Bye guys.